Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be seeing what's coming in for you for October 2025. We're going to be going over career and love. At the end I will be pulling from my name deck to see who this relates to. But yeah, also I'll be pulling from my focus deck as well. So make sure to think of 2 questions for each reading, 2 for career, 2 for love, and also make sure to label them 1 and 2. That way, in the order that the cards pop out is the order that the answers will be received. If you would like a personal reading, make sure to check out my description box below. There you'll find all information to my socials and how to proceed with getting a reading. If you would like your name added to my name deck, make sure to check out my Patreon. There, when you become a member, you can get added to my name deck. On top of that, you get bonus readings, you get a free mini reading from me, and you also get pendulum questions, extra bonus readings, all that kind of stuff, and also discounts to my personal readings as well. Your name will be added to the deck when you enter, and then every month that you are subscribed, every additional month that you're subscribed, you will be able to add another name. So if you're interested in that, check that out. And let us begin. Today we're going to be using the Hocus Pocus deck and my Halloween Oracle. Okay. Let's begin. Spirit, please connect me with the Taurus Collective. Sorry that this reading has been a little postponed. I am very busy during October. I throw Halloween parties and I'm an artist, so I also have to get all that, taken care of. Plus I have orders as well. So thank you for being patient to my subscribers. I really do appreciate you. Okay. So, Spirit, can you please connect me with Taurus? Please connect me with what is happening with their career reading. What oracle message do they need to hear right now? Sorry if the music is a little bit too loud in the background. I wanted to do like a Halloween theme. We have ghost, regret. Someone's in regret right now. They're saying a financial opportunity that you did not take is what they're saying. Let's see what this has to do with. Some of you might be regretting that you didn't go to school when you had the chance. But that's only for some of you, not all of you. I'm picking up on somebody has regret that they didn't take a financial opportunity. Sorry if it's a little harder. It might take a little bit longer for me to read the tarot cards because they're different than my owls. So, okay, Ace of Candles. Something very, let's see, interesting. This all looks good though. What's going on? Okay, so this is something very passionate, something that you are really loving. Some of you might actually be into photography is what they're showing me. Something that you're very dedicated to. Something is taking a little bit longer than expected, though. I feel like some of you might have actually really wanted to get into this passionate job. Again, it could be around like photography, something about the art, something about like pictures or something. For some of you, not all of you. Sorry about my nails. My nails look terrible. But yeah, I feel like there's something that you're really dedicated to, something that you really love to enjoy, your passions and things like that. And it feels like it's like you weren't able to do it. Let me see. Four of Cups. You rushed into something else instead of actually going after your passions, after what you really wanted to do. So now you're like regretting not going after what you truly wanted to go after. Things are changing for you though. You have the Strength. The Moon. You might not see this coming right now. You might not see that things are changing. There's going to be a turn in your path. Spirit wants you to know that you have the strength to overcome this. There's something that you don't see coming. It's like a twist. I feel like some of you might actually be able to pursue this career that you're wanting to go in. It's up to you to make that decision though. And right now you might just feel like, oh well, I'm not capable of doing this because so many things are happening right now. Could even be because of like it's harder to get school loans. Oh yeah, that's right, the government was shut down. Some of you might be having issues with school loans, getting those for school, and you might have to put like a hold on school for a minute. You might be regretting not like filing sooner for those school loans and FAFSA, things like that. But I feel like even though like maybe right now isn't the right time, like it's gonna happen for you. It kind of looks like you're jumping into this and then you just didn't see this whole situation happening, like this huge obstacle that was in the way. It's like you didn't see it happening when you're jumping into it, and now it's like turned everything for you. Turn things around. They want you to know that you have the strength to overcome this though. The Fool, something new is happening, but it's on delay right now. A new chapter is starting in your life. You have anxiety over this because you want this to start, but the thing is that you're not able to right now. There's some kind of obstacle in the way. The Hermit. Yeah, you might be reevaluating everything that you might be questioning, like, oh, is this really meant for me, considering like this huge obstacles in the way? They're showing me it's like a big boulder, and they're showing me that you have the strength to actually overcome this and move that boulder out of the way. It's just, it wasn't the right time to jump into this situation. Maybe not like this semester or whatever if you are going to school, but the time will come when you're able to move forward. It's just, they wanted you to sit a little bit longer to make sure that you're making the right decision. That way you're not being too impulsive about it. This could really affect your life on how things turn out. They also they're like saying, making sure that you really want this. That way you don't like get into it and decide to leave halfway through the year, you know? I feel like this is more of a school reading rather than, it's like building your career from the very first stage rather than, you know, already in your career. Anything else? Can you give me one more about the 5 of Pumpkins? This is really about connecting with your like younger self. Because I feel like you really want to step into this role, but like you didn't get the chance to do it in the past. And so now the opportunity is coming for you, but it's like you're wondering if like you waited too long to actually achieve this. They're wanting you to stick with it. I feel like this is kind of like a test from the universe, like how much do you want this? We're gonna see like if this little obstacle that like this waiting game, if this is gonna change your mind. So they're testing you right now to see how much you want this. Okay, we're going to move into the focus messages. I kind of want to read the ghost card just to get everything out that we need to get out of that card. It says, like smoke rising from the ashes, a mist from the sea, the dead they are watching, they have come to haunt me. The traditional definition of a ghost is the apparition of the spirit or soul of formerly living being. Ghosts can be both in form, human form or animal, and even occasionally inanimate objects, such as ghostly ships, have been reported. The belief in spirits and ghosts is extremely widespread across time and cultures, and different words such as spiritus, wraith, phantom, and shade have been used to refer to them. Ghosts can be both people that we have known, ancestors, for example, who visit to assist us, or presence that are bound to a particular place because they have found it difficult to let go even after death. The concept of the haunted house or the curse place is the basis for many a creepy ghost story. In fact, the most interesting ghost stories often involve a very angry or destructive spirit coming back to wreak its revenge after death. The Old Norse word for ghost has the same root word as the word fury. It is said that the spirits that cannot let go of this world have a reason for this. Sometimes it is to warn the living to guide them, but generally it is because they haven't finished their business here on the plane of the living. They have regrets that they wish to resolve. Should the ghost come gliding into your life during divination, it may indicate that you have some regrets to let go of. Holding grudges or regrets is burdensome work, and it weighs us down eventually. By taking actions to free ourselves of these old burdens, we clear the way for more rightful and wise action for the future. We can begin to live again fully if we let go of what was and step into new possibilities. I still stand by what I said. I feel like you regret not taking the opportunity when you were younger to go after a dream that you had when you were a kid. Or just when you were young, you know? I feel like you're very passionate about something and you decided that that might not be the way to have financial success, but now you're realizing that maybe you should have gone down that path. I feel like you have regrets not going down that path. So it's like unfinished business. It's like that was put on your soul journey for a reason, for you to go down that path, but you never went down that path. So now is the time to actually get into it. I feel like you should go for it. Spirit, can I get let's see. I want to do advice cards. Kind of wish I had my witches out. Just a second. Okay. I'm going to see what advice and like what's the outcome for this situation. I feel like that's important. That way it'll help ease your mind on like what direction you're going in, even with this obstacle on the road. I wanted to stick to the Halloween theme, so okay, let's see. Spirit. Are they going to be able to achieve going back to this dream of theirs? What really lights them up? This card right here, it keeps telling me like this is connected to your higher self. See the wings, the light. I feel like it's really connected to your heart chakra. I feel like even to source, you know, to God. I feel like you were made to do this. Celebration, good times. I feel like you're made to do it, even if there is a little bit of a hiccup right now. So what's the outcome of the situation if they choose to stay? Temperance. Queen of Wands. Okay, tell me more. Okay, so they're telling me it's not gonna like happen right away. You're wanting to get to the Queen of Wands. You're wanting to be successful and, you know, thrive in your passions and stuff, but it's going to take time to do that. Your guides are working together right now to do that. You might need to be a little bit careful in like how you spend your money. Be very diligent with how you proceed, because you're not just building, it's not just something random. This is something that you really like want. Tower, and it landed over here. So yeah, you need to be careful about how you spend your money, because it will lead to this tower if you're not careful. They're showing me, notice the stone right here and the stone on the walls. They're showing me him in the tower when this whole thing collapses. So the thing is that you need to be careful with what you spend, because you can be your own demise, is what they're telling me. Work hard for what you got. You might even need to get a second job or something, or work while you're in school. Yeah, but they're saying that you're going to be successful. You're going to be sturdy. You're going to be like in your power and stuff. This is going to work out for you. You're going to be able to have the finer things in life, is what they're saying, because they're showing me the wine. But you got to be careful on how you spend your money, because just because you have it doesn't mean you should spend it right away, because it'll lead you into this Five of Pentacles. It's going to take some time to build this. But look, that's the outcome. That was the final card. This is the overall energy, which is Ten of Pentacles. That is stable life, stable household, stable, you know, family members. You're going to be able to enjoy life. You're going to be able to love what you do. If you're loyal to your path, the path will be loyal to you, is what they're telling me, specifically with this dog right here. This is a new adventure for you to face, something that's going to be very stable if you continue, something that's going to make you really happy, something that's going to give back to you as long as you give it your energy. You just have to make the decision to go in this direction. Once you start going in this direction, that's when you're going to start getting results. So that's what I have for that. And that's your advice as well. Be cautious on the money that you spend. We do have, let's see, Aries, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Sag, Aries, Pisces, Aquarius. You could be dealing with any of these signs. Virgo, Cancer, Pisces, Leo. Gemini and Virgo, Sagittarius, Taurus. Okay. I wanted to pull some focus messages. Make sure you think of 2 questions. See that unfinished business. They're also saying there might have been, when you filled out papers, some kind of paperwork, some kind of contract, maybe there wasn't, like, it wasn't fully filled out correctly, is what they're telling me. That's what this is about. They are not coming back correct. It's like there's a delay because the paperwork wasn't filled out correctly. But Taurus, that's your energy, which is May and April. And then we have unfinished business. That's you and this job. You have unfinished business with this whole situation. Cancer could be important. That is July and June. Message in a bottle. I feel like you're going to be hearing back from somebody or something. Faithful, stay faithful to your career, faithful to your path, faithful to your spark. You know, traveling might be involved. 111, follow your intuition, trust your gut, and listen to your heart. We have Aquarius energy, which is February and January. 333, support your guides are sending you love, support, and guidance. They're the ones that are helping, like, move these obstacles out of the way. There might, like I said, might have been like a little bit of a hiccup. It's because it wasn't supposed to happen right away. Like, okay, you made this decision, but you need to fully commit in order for you to reap the benefits of everything. You know, you have to put a lot of work into this because it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. So not only is it going to be like soul fulfilling, it's also going to be like financially rewarding as well. Something could happen in December. That is Sagittarius and Capricorn. We have November, that is Scorpio and Sagittarius. June could be important. That is Cancer and Leo. Reignite that spark. Maybe that's when you decided that you wanted to go back to school, or, you know, start this new career or whatever. It doesn't have to be going back to school. It could just be like a new contract with somebody that is in this career field. But I'm picking up heavily that has to do with school. So, or training, some kind of program. Miscommunication. Yeah, like I said, I feel like there's some kind of mess up in the papers. I don't know. I feel like there's some kind of mess up in the papers. So it's going to be for some of you, not all of you. They're bringing up email. Even an email could have got lost or something, or maybe an email wasn't actually fully sent. Maybe there was connection issues. So double check all of that. Capricorn could be important. That is January and December. We have Libra, which is October and September. And then July, which is Leo and Cancer. So make sure you think of 2 of your questions, since none of those popped out. Spirit, please connect me with Taurus's questions. Question number 1 and question number 2, please, in that order. Pause the video if you need more time. Question number 1, please, Spirit. We have 9 of Wands, which this energy is guarded, challenges, persistence, fatigue, resilience, and stamina. And the answer for the first question is a yes. Question number 2, Spirit. Eight of Pentacles, talent, mastery, dedication, expertise, accomplishment, and this is a yes. Notice how, like I said, there's a challenge that's in the way for you to actually do this work, okay? But I feel like that challenge is going to be moved. I just feel like there's something wrong in the paperwork. I feel like there's some kind of delay. Could have been because of government shutdown if you're in school. I just feel like there's some kind of delay moving forward. So, but your guides are working together to make this delay like move out of the way. This is a test for you, like I said before, to see if you're truly wanting this, if you're going to stay faithful to your decisions. I'm moving forward with this. So that was your career reading. I hope it helps. I'm wishing you the very best. I always encourage people to go after their dreams, what they truly want to do, because why would you want to settle for a job that you don't care about? I see that that's just a waste of time, in my opinion. For me, it's very depressing. I'm an Aries, though. Like, I thrive on fire energy, like passionate energy. So when I'm doing something I don't enjoy doing, it makes me really depressed. So I always encourage people to go after their dreams and what they truly want to do. They should be having a good life, not settling for crap that they don't want to do. So, but I am wishing you the best and encouraging you to move forward with this decision of yours. Follow your heart, follow your dreams. That's my motto. Okay, and we are moving on to love for Taurus. Spirit, please connect me to Taurus love energy. We're going to pull an oracle card for that as well. So what are you guys doing for Halloween? Comment below. I would love to hear what you guys have planned. Are you guys doing like any Halloween parties or, traveling or anything? I just heard Salem. That would be kind of cool. Go to Salem. Maybe some of you are from Salem, traveling there, or maybe you just like Salem the cat. They're showing me Sabrina. It's funny. I love October. Of course, typical. Tarot Ritter loves October. Okay, guys. Spirit, please connect me with Taurus for this. Thank you. We have Barnbrock, sweetness and synergy. Ooh, okay. I'm kind of picking up on somebody might be connecting with another person. Maybe like, I kind of get the feeling whenever I see this card, I feel like the pumpkin is the before, and then this this dessert is after. So it's like at first you don't see like how sweet they really can be on the inside. On the outside they just have like a hard shell kind of deal. I feel like underneath whoever you're dealing with, I feel like they're a sweetheart underneath. Oh. Sorry, I have music from YouTube playing in the background, so sometimes it has the ads. Okay. Okay, Spirit. Okay, one more shuffle and let's get into this love situation for my Taurus collective. What's coming in for them? Seven of Wands. Oh, okay, so maybe you're guarding your heart. Oh, I feel like you've dealt with toxic people in the past. Yeah, I feel like you're really connecting. I feel like your higher self is telling you that maybe right now is not the time to focus on love. I feel like you're standing in your truth, and if you are to connect with anyone, they're not going to get that sweet inner, you know, the insides of you, the sweetness from you. They're going to get this protective energy from you because you've been dealt wrong in the past. I feel like you don't trust. They're specifically bringing out this dog right here, how he looks mad. I feel like you're very protective of your energy. You're very aware of what's going on. You're looking for someone who's loyal to you, not someone who's going to stab you in the back, obviously. Yeah, you've dealt with players, cheaters, gaslighters is what they're telling me. So you might just be really, standoffish right now. You're not like really interested in connecting with people who are not serious about you. Six of Swords, moving out of that energy. Okay. Eight of Wands, moving forward. I feel like this is supposed to go right here. I feel like you're moving in a different direction. Like you're trying, okay, they're telling me you're trying not to go after your typical type. You're trying to think outside the box, look outside the box rather than your typical type. Yeah, you've been healing from this whole situation, and you realize like what has happened in the past, it just wasn't for you. It didn't mesh well with your energy, and you just need to break free from all of that. So you've been healing. You've been in the process of healing and moving forward with what you want to bring in. They're saying that you've been manifesting this. You might have been manifesting this on the full moon. Three of Wands. These wanted to pop out. Oops. I kind of feel like, so Three of Wands, Three of Candles is about like growth and expansion and everything. And the thing is that since this was upside down, it's basically the opposite. But I feel like when you're in this energy of being cold and not open and everything, you realize that you weren't able to really grow from that energy. And the thing is that, but you have to also protect your heart. So the best thing to do is just to find someone else who actually, is looking for the same thing that you're looking for. But I also feel like you're tired of the lessons. I feel that you are wanting to, it's like you're no longer wanting to deal with karmics. You're wanting to just find your soulmate. You're wanting to finally be like that sweet energy that's inside. You don't want to be like the protective energy on the outside. I feel like you've been really hurt in the past, which has caused a lot of anxiety and trauma. I am hearing some kind of abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse even. But something has happened in the past and you're just not for it. You want to move on from that. We have Queen of Candles. So you're very attractive. Okay. And the thing is that not only like are you physically attractive, but your energy is also attractive. So it brings in like narcissists. It like attracts the people who are, I don't want to say damaged, but I'm gonna say damaged. Yeah, Sorry to any of those cross watchers out there, but I feel like you attract people who have problems. And I feel maybe like in the past you've dealt with, like, your parents could have possibly like put you in situations where you had to deal with their behaviors, and you just don't want to continue that. You know, you want to move on from that situation. But it's a really tricky place to be, because it's like you want to be yourself, but at the same time you're like, crap, I'm going to attract these people who just want me for my body kind of deal. You might actually have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in your chart as well. Don't have to, but I am picking up on fire energy, promiscuous energy kind of deal. Where that's just like who you are. Not saying fully, but like that's a part of you that's really fun and everything, and you want to be able to use that in a healthy way. But the issue is that these people are taking it the wrong way and thinking that you could just be used instead of actually cared for. Yeah, I feel like you get a lot of manipulators. You're waiting for your manifestations to come in. I feel like you have gotten into spirituality and stuff, and I feel like you now know how to manifest what you want to come in. I do feel like you are a healer. I feel like you do help heal those who, I feel like they're not awake. I feel like they don't know what they're doing. And they come to you because, you know, they feel shitty or whatever, and you take their hurt. But the thing is that it hurts you in turn, and then you have to clear your energy and everything else. You might also have Virgo in your chart. I'm picking up on Virgo. Things are changing for you. Your manifestations are actually coming in. That does mean a big change is going to happen. Yeah, karma is being held. People who did you wrong are going to reap their rewards, kind of deal. So don't think that the universe doesn't have your back. It always, you know, karma always shows up. But I do feel like you are protected. They are showing me you are protected about this whole situation. Karma is taking control over the situation. And don't worry about the past anymore. It's a thing of the past. Like, don't worry about that. Don't let that destroy who you are, you know. You do have options. One of those options is someone from your past. You've already learned something that was really heartbreaking about this person, so be careful moving forward. You don't want to make that same mistake again. King of Lightning. This could have been a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius that you were dealing with. Use your head over your heart. That's funny. Two of Potions literally said use your head over your heart, which Two of Potions about connecting. But be very mindful about who you connect with, because you got to remember you're playing a part. They're showing me the webs right here. They're showing me you're playing a part on how your story is going to be told. So if you're making space for this new person or old person to come in to hurt you again, you're going to get the same results. So you need to be cautious on that. Also, they're showing me that you don't want somebody who's going to put out your flame, somebody who's going to put you out, you know. You need to have somebody who's not going to harm you. You need somebody who's actually going to help feed you as you feed them, kind of deal, your soul, you know, their soul. They're specifically showing me this flame with the water. I do feel like there's some kind of abuse happening. You don't want to fall into that same cycle again. Any advice? Any other advice? Because that is the advice right there. Use your head over your heart. Somebody who's going to add to your life and not take away. Somebody who's going to add to your personality. Queen of Wands again, yeah. Same card. Your guides are coming together to bring you in somebody that's new. But you have to choose the new. You can't go back to the old. Like we got to the Lovers and walking away. So walking away from whatever doesn't serve you anymore. Walking away from old cycles to find this new lover. To find this bond that you are craving. This is going to make you really happy once you walk away from this old cycle and into the new. Possibility of pregnancy in the future, just so you know. You could be connecting in the future. It could be a King of Pentacles, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could be you too. Interesting. They're saying that there could be somebody in your past who was more like a friend, or somebody who is like very stable, somebody who was always there for you. They could be actually an option for you. I feel like this person was really stable. I felt like they gave to your guys' friendship or whatever. Look, there's the dog again. But in this state, the dog is calm. He's also fulfilled because he has his bone, you know. So you're no longer dealing with the devil energy. You're dealing with the King of Pentacles instead, which is a good place to be. Ooh. New adventures. You may not have explored anything with this person. Yeah, you say new adventures and then all this. See, heartbreak happened in the past, which caused anxiety and everything to happen for you. Stress. And then you're deciding that... That's interesting. I saw the Fool. The Fool is new. But this is judgment. So this is the possibility of the past trying to come back. They might try to... You're saying they might try to manipulate you to come back to them so that they can redo it again. Spirit is telling you to go into the new. That's why they show me the Fool. They don't want you to go back to an old person. If your old person was a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, be careful because they are showing me the cake. So there's multiple meetings with this card. If you were dealing with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in the past, I would not trust them because this is also Capricorn over here. But this person, he gets his cake. He likes to eat his cake too. That saying. It's like, what have we learned from this whole situation? They could also have fire in their chart. But I feel like this is you taking control back of your life, working hard to like change the table around to go into this transformation period. But yeah, you are being protected. They're showing me this crow right here. You have the opportunity to move into something new, but I feel it's saying it again. This cat right here is trying to reach for the wand. Is trying to play with the wand. So like you have this opportunity for a new adventure, but I feel like this cat that's attached to you is like trying to stop that adventure from happening. Might try to stop you from moving forward. So just be very careful about anyone from the past that has done you wrong. If they've done you wrong, leave them in the past, move on. That's all I gotta say, you know. That's the main thing. That's the main gist of it. But we have Aries, Leo, Sag. We have Libra, Pisces. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Leo, Gemini, Leo, Aries, and Sag again. And then we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Libra, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Gemini, and Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Capricorn. Yeah. So just be cautious. I wouldn't allow anyone from the past to come back, especially if they hurt you. Just keep moving on. They are bringing up Mercury retrograde is coming up in November. I think it starts November 9th. So just be cautious. That's when exes normally come back and try to make a reappearance in your life. So careful not to. And a bird just chirped outside. So that could be your warning. Remember, I said the crow. So just be cautious. There it goes again. Yeah, it's out there talking away. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but okay. Yeah, just be very cautious. We're going to get some focus messages. Make sure to think of 2 questions. Yes and no questions. And they will be answered in the order that they are received. Make sure to pause this video in case you need more time. Okay, Spirit. Taurus, please. Leo could be significant. That was the overall energy from this. Okay. Leo is July and August. Something could have happened during that time. They want you to go into nature to cleanse yourself. Maybe to get a level head so that you can't fall back in entrapment with this other person. So go into nature, connect with nature, touch a tree, that really helps clear the energy. We have Scorpio energy, which we are coming into Scorpio season, October and November. 222 alignment, you are in the right place at the right time. Divine timing, things are going to change in divine timing. We do have twin flame. You could be dealing with the twin flame. If you're not dealing with the twin flame right now, you might be having dealing with the twin flame in the future. There is some kind of miscommunication, so be aware of that. Virgo, which I was picking up on Virgo, but that is September and August. February, which is Aquarius and Pisces. We got 333, support. Your guides are sending you love, support, and guidance. They want you to know your worth. Don't go back and settle with anyone who's not going to treat you how you should be treated. We have Cancer, which is June and July. Again, they want you to cleanse yourself. You can do that with sage, Palo Santo, frankincense. You can even use selenite to help you. If you can get this crystal in a necklace form, that really helps keep your energy clear and keeps you cleansed from negative energy, even gossip and things like that. It really helps you. Third party situation. Yeah, I do feel like you were put in a third party situation. Somebody cheated in the past, which created trust issues for you. We have Sagittarius, which is November and December. Moon sign, you could have a moon sign in Taurus. We have June, which could be important. That is Gemini and Cancer. And then we have 999, release, let go of what no longer serves you. for long term. Right now you're in short term, so you're looking for something that's long term, then you gotta let go of the short term. Sister can be important. Maybe your sister has some helpful advice for you. Sister could also be on the other side guiding you at this moment in time. Just depends. You could also have a best friend that acts like a sister. So take that as you will. We did not get any yes or no, so I will be pulling from my pink deck. Make sure you think of 2 of your questions for this reading. This first question says 5 of Cups, disappointment, mourning, regret, loss, and grief, and that's a no. That's a Scorpio card. Oh. Think of one more question, and I will pause. If you need, pause the video if you need more time to think of one more question. They wanted to answer one more question for you, though. For your second question, it's 3 of Swords, heartbreak, betrayal, loneliness, bad health, unhappiness, and the answer for that one is no. And then for your third card, we have the Magician. Power, influence, great skill, logic, creativity, and the answer to this card, this question, is yes. So notice, it's important to notice like how these cards landed. We have grief, we have heartbreak, and then we have manifesting in the new. So it's like, even though like this has happened, it's important to understand like, okay, that was the ending of a bad chapter, we're moving into a new chapter. Like, yeah, grieve what you need to grieve, because obviously every connection has some kind of significance, rather if it's big or small. But it's important to grieve and allow your heart to heal. That way you can step into the new. Okay, and we have my name deck. So make sure you think, I always say that, make sure you think of your name. Think of your person, I guess. This could be your name, their name, nickname, a sister's name, you know. It might not be spelled correctly, but it's still the same name if that's the case. Maybe you know a Taurus that is named one of these names that pop out. Maybe that could be significant. Or maybe, you know, even if they're not a Taurus, maybe this reading could be for them. Maybe they have Taurus in their chart and you might not realize that, you know. So maybe you're supposed to send the video to them so that they can get this message. Anywho, let's see what happens. If you would like your name added to my deck, you have to join my Patreon in order to do that. I feel like that wanted to come out. Okay. One more time. I always go twice with these. Okay, so we have Paige, Nick, Aiden, Rick, Leanna, Noah, Julianne, Evelyn, Arizbe, Rachel, Austin, Mia or Maya, Maria, Adam, Crystal, Peyton, David, Natasha, Xana, Jay, Lucas, Amelia, Destiny, Michael, Michelle, Tyler, Jamie, Scott, Alex, and Elijah. So Taurus, I hope that this helped. I am wishing you the very best. I hope you have a wonderful month ahead, and happy Halloween in advance. And I hope to read for you again soon. Please like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell for my channel. That way you know when I post a new video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Goodbye.